Welcome back, Impactors. It is Vlad coming at you here on the 18th of May 2022, bringing you a fresh new video on ImpactXP. We are over here at ImpactXP.io. If you have not already, make sure that you check out their website. Lots of great information here, their tokenomics, white paper, the roadmap. You can meet the team as well. I won't beat this dead horse. We've gone through this in pretty much every video that I've made over ImpactXP. So if you haven't already, make sure to check out ImpactXP.io. It is down below in the links in the video description below you. If you would also make sure, come over and check them out on Facebook as well. They've got pretty much what you see on Facebook, you'll see on Twitter for the most part. So, but if you like Facebook a little bit better than Twitter, you can come over and check them out here on Facebook. Moving right into it, I am Vlad over here on ImpactXP. Let's see, yep, here we go on Twitter. ImpactXP and Saitama, pretty much any of the projects listed as SideMask is what I am invested in and what I promote. I'm not your financial advisor. You need to be doing your own research, as always, but I will try and show you, what I see, where I see it, basically. I just made a video on Saitama earlier today. If you haven't already, you can go ahead and check that out. Moving over here to ImpactXP official Twitter. This is their official Twitter page, and if you look here, it's been a couple days since they've really tweeted anything out. And this one here, their most recent, it says when marketing, and here is what Jod is saying. And it says here, the Impactors marketing campaign is ready and we're adding more power to it every day under the radar. Launching now will not have the effect that we desire, so let's be patient and ride this out for now until we see some light. Love you all. Hashtag inevitable, right? So essentially, if we go over here and look at this tweet, and I retweeted this, that's a really good idea, because right now, one of the things I wanted to talk about today, one of the things that I covered in my Saitama video was the market cap. So if we come over here and we look at ImpactXP, for example, on CoinMarketCap, I'm not really interested so much in any of this information down here. But just like in my Saitama video, what I was showing people was this information right here at the top, your market cap. And this is your entire crypto market cap. So we are sitting currently around $1.243 trillion in the crypto market cap. And that's for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, all of them. So, you think, oh, that's a pretty good figure, $1.2 trillion. Well, let's look back over here. I made a video, this is a screenshot I took of a video that I made on the 7th of November 2021. And if we zoom in here, it's kind of hard because it's grainy, but $2.833 trillion was the market cap on November 7th of 2021. So a little over 6 months ago. There was only 13,699 cryptos versus almost 19,493. So not quite 6,000 more cryptos have been added to the market. There's more than 100 more exchanges now, 427 versus 527. But we've lost $1.583 trillion from the crypto market since November 7th of last year. That should give you an idea of why your investments are down. It's not what any one person or project necessarily has done. If you're invested in a good solid project like Saitama or ImpactXP, it's what's going on in the world right now, folks. So take that into mind. We're down billions of dollars in our 24-hour volume for cryptos, and that's like altcoins, not Bitcoin and Ethereum. So just remember, eventually the money's going to start to trickle back in. We're going to see more investments and new investors who've never invested into projects before. And as we increase holders and we increase new investors and those big investors who finally want to get into crypto because they can see that this is a sound investment, these projects are going to soar, absolutely soar. There's just so much going on with them. If we look over here at John, at his at his Twitter here, essentially. If you take a look here, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. On a mission to make millionaires and give back to our planet. So this is, essentially the man leading the Impactors, and I'm proud to say he follows me. I do speak with him from time to time. He's a busy dude, so I leave him be unless I have something really important I need to speak with him about. But you know, he's working hard for all of us, and I think that the ideas and the direction that he wants to take this project is going to be phenomenal. It really will. It's just a matter of time, and we have to let the rest of the world catch up, because just like in my Saitama video, if you're in crypto right now and you hold the cryptocurrency, if you hold several cryptocurrencies, you're doing well. You are years ahead of the game, because it'll probably be 5 years before we have a mass adoption of crypto, and pretty much anybody and everybody will be getting into crypto for the first time. But because you're in it now, because you did it a year ago or 5 months ago, or you did it today, you're going to be sitting on a substantial amount of money if you can learn to make a sound investment into a project that has a good leader. They're transparent, they're doxed. You don't have to worry like who's running your, the project and dealing with your money. Where's it going? What are they doing with it? This project is a very sound investment, in my opinion, and I'm excited to be a part of them. If you go over here to Kara, she is another team member. I want to say she handles the social media or the marketing. Another team member though here, they are in Dubai. The team is just a great set of individuals, and they work really hard for all of us. Over here, Saitama Princess, another core team member. She is in charge of the social media side of things, I want to say. There's a lot going on with ImpactXP. The renewable energies that they have planned out. There's mining, there's farming as well, just energy farming in itself, but what they have planned with the mining is also a good one, because they're going to be able to build these mines that are 100% sustainable on their own power. They generate their own power. Any excess power that's generated by the solar panels or wind turbines, whatever the case, there's also going to be hydroelectric here, but whatever the case may be, if they can generate an abundance and generate a surplus of that energy, they can sell that back to the governments in which they are operating in. So they can take that money in turn and invest it back into the project and further the roadmap and the vision of the project. It's really exciting to see that they're able to go outside of crypto itself and use real world assets, real world technologies to bring that in and to generate revenue inside of the crypto asset itself. But yeah, guys, I don't have a whole lot more for you today with ImpactXP. If you look here, they've got the PDE game, they've got the Algeria solar contract, the Armenia mining contract, Impactor MC. There's more centralized exchange listings, more holders, more volume, hyperburn, and then reinvesting, which would come from this right up here essentially. There's a lot going on with this, and so I hope that you have already checked out ImpactXP. If you haven't, now is the perfect time to do so. The price point of it, along with pretty much every other crypto out there right now, it's never been a better time to get into these projects in basically quite some time. Bitcoin was hovering around like 30,000 the last time I checked, and it's been a while since Bitcoin was at 30K. It'd be a really good investment to buy Bitcoin, essentially, if that's where you're looking. But the problem with Bitcoin investment is where I look and I see the potential of zeros and factors of 10. With Bitcoin, is it going to go back to its all-time high of 70K? Sure. So if I was to invest now, my investment would go from wherever it's at 30K to a price of 70K eventually someday, maybe even 100K. But that's only 2 times, 3 times my money, versus with ImpactXP back in January, I was sitting like 7 times my money, and it's dropped back down, and I'm still up, I want to say a little bit, or actually I might be down a little bit now, but when it goes back to its original price point of the all-time high back in January, which was not anywhere near its potential, I'll be back to probably 8 times my money, because of the reflections that I've received since then, And that's just the great thing about what's going on right now. Even though the markets are down, like if you're holding Bitcoin and the market drops, and whenever the market rebounds and Bitcoin goes back up to the same price where it was before, a month later, 2 months later, 3 months later, whatever it was, you're still holding the same amount of Bitcoin. You didn't get any in reflections, right? I don't know of any place that offers reflections of Bitcoin anywhere. Like maybe there is, who knows? But Bitcoin in itself doesn't offer reflections like ImpactXP does. So 6 months from, January, 7 months, a year from that last all-time high, whatever the case may be with ImpactXP, when they reach that all-time high again, I will be holding trillions more tokens than what I had at the last all-time high, just for holding the token. And if you take that and you look at some of these other projects and you account that a trillion tokens of something is worth a lot of money usually, yeah, it's pretty awesome to just sit here and hold something and get a trillion tokens and reflections every so often. For me, it happens like once a month or something. I gain an extra trillion or something. I don't remember. It just depends on how much volume's going in and out. Here lately, the volume hasn't been nearly as high as it was, so it is what it is. But as we progress and we get more holders, we have more exchange listings, the volume's going to increase. And as you increase your volume, you increase the burn, you increase all that back to holders through reflections as well. It's a win-win for us folks. And so it's a matter of knowing your investments and knowing that you made the right decision. And also, if you haven't invested in ImpactXP, you know that you're going to do your own research and hopefully come to the same conclusion that I did, along with over 21,000 other holders, that ImpactXP is a great investment, and that someday it will make you very, very rich. Because right now the price point is a very good entry back to where it was basically whenever it opened back towards the end of November of last year, is whenever the ImpactXP launched, because this is a V3. Essentially the first one, bad stuff was going on. They handed over the keys, fortunately, or whatever, so I don't think they even handed over the keys, but they had enough of it to where they were able to do a V2, and then the reason for a V3 was because of SideMask. They wanted to be able to list on SideMask, and so in order to do that, they had to do a V3, and here we are at ImpactXP. But Jad is a great individual. Kara, Saitama Princess, all these folks working hard behind the scenes are doing what's right and what's best for us as a community and what's best for this project going forward. I do believe that. So if you have any questions, make sure you leave those down below. If you haven't already, please do like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll try and get you content out as soon as I can, basically on these projects where I see fit. I hope that this video finds you well and you'll have a good rest of your week. I started the ImpactXP bird call a while back, and I don't know if it's catching on or not, but I hope that some of you are at least carrying it forward. So we'll get that out to you guys, and we'll catch you next time. Caw-caw! Caw-caw!